Okay, welcome everyone. Questin here from Serious Gaming with the World of Warcraft Burning Crusade Classic Beta. I'm in, and I want to give special thanks to everyone who has been watching my channel. I wouldn't have gotten to this point without you, and also special thanks to Josh. From the Countdown to Classic Discord or podcast, who was the person that actually got me in. Now, when you log into the beta, one of the first things you notice is that the logo here is not the Burning Crusade Classic logo. They don't have that in either the login screen or on your character select screen. You have a PvE realm, you have a PvP realm. I've decided to go with the PvE realm because I actually want to test some things out. Lots of things to test out. Dungeons, raids, characters. You can create a character, you can copy a character. I've copied my warrior here from Vanilla. I've only done Molten Core and Black Vanilla with this guy. I stopped playing seriously in like late October, early November. And I've done Black Vanilla, ZG and all that, but I quit before AQ, completely playing Classic. And then you can also create a character. I've created a level 58 Paladin, which I'll be testing out a bit later. So anyway, a couple of things here about settings that I want to go over, by the way, that I feel are worth mentioning. This is the Shadowlands client, so you have... Yeah, the dungeons are very buggy at the moment. So you have ray tracing, you have MSA, all that kind of stuff, DirectX 12, and and all those issues. Anyway, so let's get started. Let's jump into Orgrimmar. So as I log in, well, one of the things that's kind of annoying to me is the fact that obviously all my actions are lost. Another thing that I've noticed right after bat, and I'm just going to take a couple of things from the bank with me. Another thing that I've noticed, just some rage potions, consumables, all that kind of stuff. I still have Hourglass. Okay, so let's get some of this stuff. Limited invulnerability potion, great rage potion, all that kind of stuff. I'll have to redo my action bar, so I'll take the halberd and I'll take the... Actually, I don't need that. Yeah, super sapper charge. Thank you very much. And I think that will be about it. So one of the issues that I noticed actually right off the bat is that these keys, right? So these keys are supposed to be in your key ring. The Shadowforge key and all that. But I can't move them there. And like, I have them in my not in key ring. Okay. So just putting that in a bug. Okay, I'm gonna put that over there. Okay, good. Where was, let's see, UI display combat. Well, one of the first things I'm gonna do actually is head to the trainer. Yeah, will be fixed, I imagine. I can obviously imagine that. Combat state damage reduction, dodge, parries, reputation changes, no energy gains. Okay. Where was... Man, I haven't played with the default action bar in like ages, so I kind of forget where I can find the ability to just move this particular bar, like the HP bars. Like, where is that option? Anyway, so first things first, I'm gonna put my mount over here, actually around here. Let's see. So action bar, multi-action bar, bottom right. Let's put that Shift E, Shift Q. And I just want to get my mount up and running. All right, so I gotta fix my action bars. Click on the bar, says KJ, okay. That's fair. So toggle auto run. So click on the bar. Huh. Oh yeah. Move frame. Right, thanks for that, KJ. That is actually very, very good. I'm just gonna move that. Move frame, unlock frame. So I said, been pretty much lock frame. So a couple of options as well. Just gonna go to display, show percentages, status text. Okay, and let's go with that. Yeah, there we go. So just gonna go for the warrior trainer, and then I'm gonna start heading out to the dark portal once that's sorted out. I am going to start actually as Fury, two-hand or Fury, because I think it's probably the best option. So let's get cleave option, commanding presence, get enrage, get weapon mastery. So the thing about Fury leveling, like you get sweeping strike. Over there, of course, you get weapon mastery, which acts in a way of expertise, and then commanding presence. Let's go with that. More flurry. Okay, whirlwind, hit. And honestly, like you could just stop right here in the fury tree, because like the things that you need are the hit, and all that. But it's like, let's go further. Okay, so I still have 10 points left, but I think I'm gonna get improved blood rage. Gonna get 3 points in anticipation. Now the thing that I actually care about here is getting. Actually, I'll get. Yeah, yeah, get some tactical mastery points. Anyway. Well, the beta. Let me just show this. So when you enter the beta, you get the level 58 character. Like you can copy your character, or you can start with the level 58 character. There's also a vendor people have seen in Orgrimmar that I'm not interested in checking out right now, but there's a vendor people have seen in Orgrimmar that NPC names, critters, and companions, enemy units, moons. No, not gonna.
Loktar.
Okay. Alright, so I just got a bunch of abilities over here. Alright. So I'm just gonna 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, Alt 4. Shift 1, Shift 2, Shift 3, Shift 4. Q and E. RT, okay. Alright, so first I'm gonna start with, okay, blood first is gonna go there. Oh, wait, damn, I was, I kinda always forget this with Warrior, that I need to keep my, my special, my, stance is actually bound, so Q, E, R. Yeah, action bar, multi-action bar, so what can I do here? So anyway, intercept, I'm gonna put that in 4, gonna put blood first there. Cleave 2. Bullet first. Rampage, Alt 1. Intimidating Shout, Shift 4, because obviously you barely use it. Can you test the cash shop? That's what that's what I'm most excited. There is none. I mean, I don't know what people are talking about, really. There is no cash shop right now. I mean, I know that people have talked about like how the cash shop is in the beta files and all that kind of stuff, but I don't see it. Like, that's the thing. I don't see it here, so. Okay. So just a bunch of binds that I need to sort out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll keep 5, the XCV. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so everything needs to be keybound again. Right. Demo shout. Let's say Alt 2. Where's the orc racial? I'll put that in Alt 3. Quick strike. Overpowered. Let's go 4. Actually. So, Thunderclap, poor note. Thunderclap is in both battle and defensive stance. That people should be aware of in TBC. So X for taunt, shield block I'll put on 4. Shield bash, shift 1. Shield whoa. Q, Sunder Armor. Well, you don't need to have Sunder Armor on your bars for the sake of TBC, because like obviously you'd have Devastate. Actually I'll put that on T because obviously I'll use that a lot. C for... Actually, let me switch this out a bit. Like, this arm is not one of those skills you press out. Alright, so on the Zeppelin over there. Hamstring shift 2, Mocking Blow. Let me switch battle stance. Execute. Actually, maybe I should put Cleave on something else. Like, the thing about Cleave is you want it to be available on a key that you're not necessarily going to press a lot. No, or you want it to be a key, right? Not that you're going to be able to press quite easily without having to really bother you. So, like, I'll put that over there. Man. Yeah, modifier. Modifier puts heroic strike is what I do. I mean, there's all kinds of things. Like, I obviously haven't played Warrior in quite a bit here, so my to say that I'm rusty would be an understatement of being rusty. And I kind of need to put sweeping strikes on something. Well, not just that, not just sweeping strike, but also Whirlwind. But that's actually not too much of an issue because Whirlwind is obviously only used in Berserker, so just put that there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try out different talents. Like right now, obviously, I'm concerned about like Fret, right? So I'm not concerned about Fret. I'm concerned about just going for the Dark Portal and just leveling. But what I'm going to do once I actually start doing some instances, so I'll probably play a couple hours as a warrior and then switch to the paladin, or maybe just test out the warrior and then test out the paladin. See where I get. So stun arts, one push sorrows. Yeah. Alliance with Seal of Blood. Yeah, alliance with Seal of Blood. It's what it is, right? So let me just get this sorted out. So yeah, just flying over there. All right. So just flying over there right now, seeing what I can get. How the dark portal is gonna be. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, should be fine. So playing with the default UI. Damn. Actually, I'll be quite honest about it, but I'm yeah. Mortal Strike Prop Build. You know, that's a really weird one, because like if you're playing as like the thing is, why would you do that? Like Fury Prop makes sense because you get sweeping strikes in TBC and the so you get sweeping strikes in the Fury tree. I don't understand why how arms prot would make sense. Like, what would you gain? Like, yeah, okay, you have Death Wish, all right, but you don't have sweeping strikes. So what's the value in doing that exactly? Alright. So right now, just going through the dark portal, and let's see where that gets us. I am flying. There is no portal in the Troll District, KJ. For it. I'm pretty sure there is no portal. And it shouldn't be in the Troll District anyway. I believe, like, if there was a portal, it would be in the Warlock Zone of Orgrimmar. But I'm pretty certain that portal isn't there right now. I could be wrong, but I am fairly certain. Otherwise, I would have come here for this. I guess we'll find out, Anthony. I guess we'll find out. I don't know. Oh. You know, I actually feel really bad about myself because I actually forgot one of the important things that I should have done. It's like, yeah, charge is an ability that I actually want to use. And I remember that G is also a key that I want to use. So put G after V. Yep. Yeah. Actually, I'll put this, you know, here. Makes sense. Chat bar being what it is, right? I don't think anyone's leveled even remotely close to it. Now, funnily enough, I actually have War Chief's Blessing. That's kind of hilarious, right? Now, I don't know why the keybinds aren't showing on my special action bar. That's kind of odd. Okay, so here we are, Blasted Lands, about to go through the dark portal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to disable display, show cloak. Thank you very much. You play too much Pana, it's okay to yeah, well. Man, I actually feel bad because, like, here's the thing. There is an art to how you push you position your keys, right? Obviously, like, cleave and heroic strike are things like, one, they're interchangeable to begin with. Now, I'm taking the view that I'm probably going to be using more cleave. Okay, one thing forgot. Instant quest. Thank you. Not interested.
Blood and thunder.
I don't remember if there was ever a point where I played the game without instant quest. Let's see. Costin got beta before Barbane. Well, Costin is an actual proper content creator. Barbane just memes around at the stream, so. And I'm pretty sure he would accept that argument. Okay, let's see.
Strength and honor.
I think the last time I played without instant quest was in actual vanilla. I'm not even joking about that. Like, in actual proper vanilla, I think I played without instant quest. Without it. Yeah, this is my warrior. Like, I actually want to test it out first with my character. Just do a couple of things, get the feel for it, and then I'll test out Paladin, like, probably 2 hours in or something like that. Like, I'm not fond of playing on a character that that isn't really mine. And sure, you get the 58 Paladin for the sake of the beta, but yeah. Yeah, thanks, Prime. Other people thought as you, so that's why I'm actually here. That's why I actually got in it. When I started leveling before TBC came out, I didn't have instant quest. My computer was... Oh, man. Okay. So, actually, I am going to use my ZG swords for this one. So when you come here, and by the way, this is a point that I want to make to anyone that's going to start out TBC. When TBC comes out, let's say you get an instant 58 boost. You come here, you do this quest in Fromlar. You accept this.
Go forth to victory.
Now the important thing is there will be a quest right outside that you can do. Now, if you're 58. Now, since I'm 60, I actually have quite a few more quests available. Wait, isn't there a quest, or was that just a delay? I guess it. No, there is. What? Oh, there we go.
What do you need?
Right. So forget about your blood unless you actually need that reward. But just keep in mind, that quest is easily one of the most obnoxious quests you can do in early TBC. So if you actually need an item for that, well, enjoy. It's pretty horrible to actually do. So either way, get all the stuff that you can here. But the important bit is this. You come outside. Yeah, thanks. Thanks everyone for the grats. Okay, so you get this quest from this sergeant. There's an alliance version of this, and you get this particular quest. It's very easy to do. The mobs should respawn very quickly. And the important bit is the following. You get this weapon. This weapon is, obviously the one I have is probably better. But this weapon is really good if you're just starting out. So anyway, I'm probably just going to use the polearm. Okay. No, actually quite a few people have... I think a lot of people... I think what's happened is Blizzard has... Wait, do I not have polearm skill? Hell, that would be pretty embarrassing. Let me just check that. Yeah, I don't have a maxed. Yeah, okay. That's better. Now these mobs, oh, instant loot. These mobs are some of the easiest mobs to actually kill in Burning Crusade. Like, okay, enable looting. And you just want to do this, yeah, it's not 0. Well, there's almost no reason to use a polearm as a warrior for most of the game. Like, there's very few polearms that are even worth using in the first place. Now, actually, a lot of these mobs are dead. Oh, playing warrior without swing timer is a special experience, I can tell you that. I think I'll try and find a way to get some yeah. Well, I'm not interested in getting some people that only want to play a beta for the sake of trolling. If that's your thing, by all means. But I actually have stuff that I want to do in my time. Should probably enable target to target, shouldn't I? Okay, do I have any kind of food? Nope. But I do have an HP pot, I'll just make use of that. Oh, crap. Alright, I'm gonna actually go back to Fralmar. I only need... actually need a few more Infernals to meet my quota. Let me just enable target of target. There we go. Yeah, I'll test out seal twisting in a bit. I can get a level 58 instant paladin that is available right now in the beta. You can get an instant 58 character if you so desire. So yes, I will actually be doing that. But right now I just want to get the feel for it, get the feel for my warrior. Okay, so what I want to do is buy a bunch of these. Oh, the woes of playing warrior. I'm actually going to keep buying that. The woes of playing warrior, yeah. So. Yeah, the damage was done like in... an actual classic, there was a lot of damage done because of the fact that Blizzard didn't have enough servers at launch. And that was enormously damaging to a lot of the servers on launch at the start. That was a pretty big issue. What Blizzard ended up doing there. Because it just meant that people obviously rushed. Like, people already have a tendency in WoW to just make a bunch of very, very overpopulated servers, right? That's already something that does happen, and it's a pretty big issue. But Blizzard greatly exacerbated the problem by simply of the virtue of the fact that they didn't have enough servers. Yes, KJ, not everyone can play the master retard class that is Hunter. You know, that's a good question, Jonas. I'm actually gonna, you know what, that's a perfectly legitimate point. I do have a lower level character. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually gonna just log out of this particular character. I'm gonna copy over my mage from Classic. I'm gonna copy over my mage who isn't 60 from Classic into like, so copy character North America, Europe, okay. So I'm gonna copy Nicholas, okay, from Gehenna's. So he's well, there is no boosting option, so all I get is like, yeah, I can create a character from scratch that's 58 if I so desire, but that's pretty much it, right? So there's no option over there. Anyway, so yeah, there's no option right now in the beta to boost an existing character. I think the option will exist there once Blizzard, like with the actual boost. I think they actually mentioned that with regards to it. And by the way, I don't hate hunters. It's just hunters want to be hated. That's the thing. Hunters just act in a way that makes them easily hateable. Even when they're good players, even when they're people that you like, it's like they'll always do a hunter move, because that's what they are. Yeah, boosting is cringe. Okay, I'm in combat, I guess, with the imps there. What's my ping? Good question. 138, so I guess it is an NA server that they've chosen, which would make sense, because if it was a European server, it would fuck over all Oceanic players as well. Okay. Honestly, I think I'm gonna stick to dual wield. But I'll see if I can replace these weapons. I mean, it's really hard to find this to find weapons that are gonna replace these two ZA ones, I think. At least in this zone. Now, I can safely say that playing Fury Warrior without any kind of UI is absolutely horrible in BC, because you want to keep Rampage up. Without it, you're just gonna do a lot less damage. Okay, so that's sorted out. That quest is done. Is resist? No. I'm not gonna talk about that right now, but no, not yet. It depends on the timing of things, really. I'm just gonna leave the LFG chat. Right now it's the Baron's chat 2.0. That's how it feels like. Because everyone is in the LFG chat from the very start, and that's kind of a bit of a problem. So, yep. Alright, so with that, you come here and there's this this NPC will give you a reward. And the weapon here is really good. Like if you get an instant 50, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with the Foe Reaver. Good. Sword, sure, but still will serve me well. Okay, let's see what quests we have. Let's abandon that. Thank you. Abandon that. So, abandon that. Yeah, Western Plague Lands. Abandon that. Huh? I never did the Rast Winter Shell. Okay. Guess there were a number of things that I never did. Abandon that. Okay, so salvage metal, bone sure blood. Okay, that's what is expected. So here's one of the issues that will come up from one of the first issues that you will encounter once you go into Outland. There's a quest here that you actually pretty much need to do because the rewards are... Because one, it opens up a series of quests later down the line. Two, it gives you good rewards. So yeah. Is the group finder tool... no. So world map, you have options, world map, social. No, let's see. Right, no. No, it's, there's nothing here. Nothing that I can see, like, there's no UI option at the very least for it. I don't know what Blizzard has, what kind of decisions Blizzard has made. Right, so you want to collect the metals, you want to collect the wood, and you want to get the blood. Now, the real issue is the blood, as you can imagine. It's weird, by the way, the quest text there is red. It's not, when it should be white. Why is it red? That's the most... Am I really not collecting any kind of blood? Is that seriously a thing? I mean, I've killed quite a few mobs. Now, I think at one point what they're just gonna do is give us access to max level characters when they want us to test raiding. Because if you force everyone to level up... Well, someone's prancing around. Showing off right there, isn't he? But obviously the people that have gotten in right now aren't necessarily, like, yeah, I know, people memed about Meta Goblin and other stuff. Well, I mean, it is a horrible drop chance. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, a paladin. Yeah, that is just odd. No blood at all. What? Like, I understand few blood, little blood, right? But none? What? And this is not some minor quest either. This is not something you can just say, oh yeah, haha, no blood, I'm just gonna move on. That's not how this works. Ah, finally. Guess if you complain about something. All the blood seeps into the ground. I think, and I have this working theory about how this works. I think if you rush into mobs too early after they spawn, that you're unlikely to get what you want. Now, that's just a theory. It's not based by any facts or anything like that. Okay. Okay. Bit too late with that. Where am I? Right. Not just a theory, a game theory. Probably, yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm not entirely certain about it, but it's always been a thing, though, for me with quite a lot of World of Warcraft mobs, especially these ones, because I've done this many, many times. And it's just my theory that these mobs in particular, like when it comes to the blood, that's how they operate. So if you rush... Why was I clicking there, even? Anyway, so if you rush to, yeah. Is leveling faster? That depends on who you ask. Some people will say that it's about the same pace as 1 to 60. Though 1 to 60 in BC, not 1 to 60 in Classic. And Vanilla, that is. Okay. You need to break it up. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. He's gonna hate my guts for doing that. Yeah, it's probably the thing about TBC leveling isn't necessarily speed. I'd say overall, despite how horrible Hellfire is, and make no mistake about that, Hellfire is an absolute trash zone. Despite how horrible Hellfire is actually as a zone, I'd say the leveling experience is overall more interesting because the quests are much better done. So when it comes to leveling, now mind you, I've done leveling so many times that regardless of regardless of how it would be, I still utterly despise it. That doesn't matter, like, it's just boring, right? Especially once the high of like, ooh, I'm playing TBC wears off, right? And that happens. Now, I want you guys to imagine, and this will be a thing that happens, but I want you guys to imagine this zone with not thousands, but tens of thousands of people. Now imagine how that is going to be. And you might think, how is that gonna work? No, it's not gonna work. And it's already gonna be bad on just the dealing with a couple of people. That's why I expect him to improve cleaved. Oh, damn it, wrong button. Okay. Do you think the nerfs to the battle drums are enough for casual guilds? What nerf? I actually, like, before I got into the beta, tonight, and I didn't know, by the way, like, I was going to get in tonight. I knew I was going to get access. I didn't know exactly when. So I was, so earlier today, I was actually recording and rendering a video, just minutes before I started the stream. I was finishing rendering that video, but I made the video about, like, that I'm gonna upload tomorrow, about how the drum change is effectively meaningless. What nerf? It's like, oh, you can only use it in 8 yards and it has a cast time. Okay, here's a news flash. Vast majority of bosses in the game, be it tier 4, tier 5, tier 6, do not require the raid to spread out. And even on the bosses that you have to spread out, like Vash, for instance, requires the raid to spread out in all phases. Even on those, what you can do is have the raid stack up, like you can have like the Warlock group in a certain area, so that when they want drums, they'll just stack up. They'll just stack up. One will cast the drums. There'll be macros in the group that people will make, and they'll still get drums. What nerf exactly? Blizzard is not nerfing squat. They're just making it more frustrating, thinking like they really don't understand their player base. Like, that's the only thing I can really say about it. It's like Blizzard really doesn't understand the very people that play this game and what they're gonna do. Now here's my view. I don't think this should have ever been an issue. I really don't think that yeah, it's only more expensive because, yeah. Like, here's the reality. Like, I think this issue with drums that people have made a big fuss over, I don't think it should have been an issue to begin with. I don't think this is, of all the things that are a problem in TBC, and make no mistake, there are things that are a problem. The fact that people thought, oh, mandatory leatherworking is such a big issue that ruins raiding. The fact that they've decided to make that such a big issue, that to the point that Blizzard has made such stupid changes, I think that's completely overblown. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, I think like the issue is with drums. A lot of people are afraid that, oh, it's going to be mandatory to have leatherworking. To which I reply, if you hate leatherworking so much, and to me it's whatever. Every expansion has had a mandatory profession that's much better than others. In Classic, it's engineering. In TBC, it's leatherworking. In Wrath, it's engineering again, with probably blacksmithing for a lot of people. That's just part of the game. That's how I feel about it. If you do that, Marco, you're not solving anything. You're just... Because that's not a solution either. Because if people are not going to be leatherworking, in that scenario where it's like, oh, you don't need leatherworking. Okay, so you don't need leatherworking to use drums. Okay, here's what's going to happen. Everyone's going to be required... Or everyone's going to feel to be required to be engineering for the most increase. Because you still have super sapper charges as engineering. That's a lot of power. Or if not, it will be enchanting. Hell, enchanting, you want to talk about something that's obnoxious? You want to talk about something that's obnoxious in TBC? I'll tell you what's obnoxious in TBC. You have ring enchants. Those ring enchants give you a nice stat bonus. But you don't need enchanting. You don't need to have enchanting to keep the stat bonus. So, what you might do is this. You get your best in slot rings, you level enchanting to 350 or even higher, depending on what ring enchant you want. You drop it, you keep your ring enchant, you go leatherworking or engineering. That's the true min-max, if you want to talk about min-maxing. People are thinking leatherworking is gonna be the worst tryhard thing in the world. No, leatherworking is nothing compared to how enchanting is. Yeah. Hello to everyone. And yeah, hello to everyone that's joining in. Right now, just doing the Bone Shore Blood quest, getting started on questing. Like, I actually want to do a couple of quests, get some gear, and then do Hellfire Ramparts. Maybe find a group for that, hopefully. Though that might be a bit of an issue. I think Blizzard has gotten a lot more people in the beta than they used to, because though I guess it's acquaintances of people, they got a lot more people in the beta, I feel, because there weren't enough people to do anything of value. So, oh, you have all the streamers in the beta. Okay, great. We can't do squat. So yeah. The issue Blizzard had was the feeling of needing leather. Not saying removing requirements, solving it, but it's not a solution though to the problem. I think the issue is, and here's the reality: leatherworking was always powerful in TBC. We just didn't know it. Leatherworking was always powerful in TBC. We just didn't know it. But guess what? And this is a point, even with pre-nerf, even with bosses in a broken state that made them much, much harder, even with people playing like crap, guilds still cleared all the content without leatherworking. And yeah, even if they limiting greater drums doesn't matter, because people would still use lesser drums. Because guess what, lesser drums, oh, only 80-yard range and a cast time. Okay, yeah, big fucking deal. Not big deal. So, yeah. There's a lot of things Blizzard can do, but I think the bigger issue with these kind of things, be it engineering or leatherworking or enchanting, I think the issue with all of these things isn't with those professions. I think the issue is the community has honestly devolved in such a way that this is such an enormous problem when it shouldn't be. But that's the problem, I think. And instead of trying to fix the community, improving the community, Blizzard doesn't care to try and improve the community of their own game. And yes, it's on them. It's like people, oh, the community is trash, so it's like, let's blame the players. No, a community is only as good as a game makes it out to be. And that's in the hands of the developer. And Blizzard does not care. The community is broken on retail, that's seeping into classic, and it is really, like, this is the influence of fucking retail more than anything, I feel. Do you think faction balance is going to be bad? Yes, I do. I do think it's going to be bad. And, you know, I've talked a lot in my videos about raid comps, faction balance. I've talked about X number of issues, right? One of the things I want to make clear here is I do not endorse those things being what they are. I don't necessarily approve of things being what they are. I call it what it is. I say hunters and warlocks are going to be top DPSers. Do I think that's necessarily the... How can you fix a community? I don't know. How do you fix a community? That is a good question. How is it... Let me ask you this question. How is it that retail World Warcraft has no social experience whatsoever, and the social experience and people barely interact with other people, and yet older versions of the game, private servers, even Wrath, have people interacting, have solid active communities? How is that? That's the question. Like, it's how the game is built. What are the incentives built in the game for people to behave in a certain way? Like in Classic, one of the things that's clearly broken about Classic, one of the things they probably should have fixed, is the world buff meta. That was one of the things that was really broken about it. Because that's an incredible amount of power. But the problem, and it creates the issue of where people want world buffs and a raid feels like utter trash if you don't have them. That's what happened in Classic, and I think in quite a few ways, that kind of ruined the game. Now, I'm not saying the solution is removing world buffs. Far from it. But I think there are things that they could have done. Yeah. And I mean, it's small things. Like, there's always a reason why certain things do happen.
We will persevere.
The eternal sun guides us. Yeah.
Let me see. You know, I kind of feel bad that I'm going to turn in my tier 2 for the sake of these fucking things, but I actually am.
Be good.
Loktar. For the Horde.
To what? Clear Nafria? You don't. The problem in retail is actually a different one. It's not that you don't need a guild. Well, part of it is you don't actually need a guild to clear the content.
Blood and thunder.
Does your raid comp need to be min-maxed optimized to clear BT Sunwell Plateau? To a degree, I think you have to consider the following when it comes to TPC. When it comes to raid comps in TPC, and this is a fact. In order to clear raids quickly and efficiently, that's something a lot of people care about. People don't want to raid more than 2-3 nights a week. Simple as that. They don't want to put in that time commitment. If you want to do that, if you want to ensure content is cleared that quickly, then something has to give. In BC, there's an enormous amount of power in a raid. Ridiculous. Maybe not quite as much as world buffs, but we're talking ridiculous levels of power. In BC, let's see. Reverse fall, okay. So you're all cutting. Okay, let me ask you this. Does cutting edge... let me ask this, to be honest, Yolo. Do you think cutting edge is the only thing in the game that matters? It's like, oh, you're not cutting edge. You haven't cleared the content. It's like, then Afrius is still dead. Sorry. Yeah, the community, that's probably the bigger point. The community has devolved, and I'm going to use that term. It started with Gear Score and Wrath. It really has its roots in Gear Score and Wrath. Then in turn, which is because of Gear Score, because of achievements, and that now it's turned into a Raider IO. And that, yeah. I mean, I don't think, I'll be honest with you, I don't think badges in Karazhan matter that much. Because there's not really any gear to get from it. Though it would probably screw over anyone that's trying to do a heroic. So that is a bit of an issue.
Stay away from...
I wonder if any of my add-ons, both either private server or retail, would work here.
Yes.
Because doing quests without add-ons, okay. If I notice a bug,
Embrace the...
I'll actually fix it. I'll actually use it. Spinebreaker burnout for the Horde. I don't need to do this quest, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna go back to the point I was trying to make there. So with min-max raid comps, with shamans, with bloodlust, with everything really that makes a raid comp powerful, there's a significant amount of power in a raid. If you don't have that, then your raid is just okay. I don't have a dagger, so I'm just hard trolling. Just gonna use that to offend. Okay. And I kind of forgot about something that actually does matter. All right. Yeah, no skill in daggers. That's what it is. Haven't... Well, never really saw a reason to bother with it in retail. Never had the dagger to use personally. Alright, so you need to use... Okay, so I need actually more... Alright, let's see about that portal. What do you mean out of... Are you kidding me? Okay. There we go. One down. Let's find the other portal. There is. Been a damn while. If people can pick racials. Yeah, I think if people could pick racials, they would start at the human and then they would move to orc or something like that. Tauren, orc, etc. Might be a solution though. A certain server I played on recently did that, and I think it actually... Well, it became insufferable in a way because it like for instance on the line side, or not just even the line side, it's like, oh, we want Draenei's in our group because of the hit, but you might benefit personally from the expertise. So who goes for Draenei and who goes for their own personal benefit becomes a contentious issue. And obviously a lot of DPSers feels they're the kings of the world, who only they matter, not the tanks in any way. Okay. Okay. Well, DPS warriors struggle to find heroics. Interesting question. So, about DPS warriors in TBC, and I might make a video on this particular topic at one point or another. But DPS warriors... DPS warriors in... Oh. Come on, come on. DPS warriors always have good damage. And that's a significant point. They are the highest dealing melee in the game. For the entire game. The only ones that can probably beat them are rogues with warglaives, and even then, I wouldn't necessarily put my money on the rogue. So they have the damage, they don't have the utility. But that doesn't matter so much in a 5-man. It matters in a raid, but not necessarily a 5-man. Because in a 5-man, the burst damage that they're capable of dealing, even with bad gear, is very significant. And the fact that they cleave. And the fact that apparently we have we can dual wield Dragon Strike from the very start means that Fury Warriors will be incredible. The problem is fitting them in a raid setup, that's the issue. I'm gonna be serious, I thought about playing arms here, but I think I'm just like, no. No thanks. I need one more stone. Why can't I get that stone? I know I should probably test if the... One of the things I should probably test is if the warrior still has a hit chance penalty, or doesn't have a hit chance penalty when they're using Heroic Strike. But that's kind of tricky as far as I'm concerned. I'll be honest with you, when it comes to TPC Heroics, there are two melee DPS that I actually want, one of two. Usually you actually want one melee DPS. And the reason you want one melee DPS out of these two is because you actually benefit quite a bit from the burst damage that they provide. There are two of them. One is an Enhanced Shaman. You can benefit from the Enhanced Shaman, has a lot of burst, has a lot of damage. That burst is significant, and obviously they have Bloodlust. The second one is the Fury Warrior. I would not bother with a Rogue, I would not bother with an Arms Warrior, I would not bother with a Red Paladin. Or a Feral Druid DPS in a Heroic Dungeon, if I had the choice. But I would actually bother bringing an Enhanced Shaman or a Fury Warrior. What second profession? Leatherworking. And if leatherworking is nerfed, yeah, enchanting or... no, engineering, really. Right. I feel actually pretty fucking horrible, but damn. Well, I have more armor on the current piece that I have, but still. And I gotta throw Savage Gladiator Chain in the Rust bucket. Actually, I probably will one. No! It's not as good still. The Protector sure has more HP and all that, but it's like, yeah. Yeah, it should level as Fury then. Probably so. The one issue that you should remember though about leveling as Fury is you might have issues with tanking. But that's one of the reasons why I'm gonna go in Defiance. Well, probably we'll just respec, but we'll see. Okay. I don't think it matters. Dual spec, it would have an impact on the game. What kind of impact, that's that's its own discussion. One that I'm not necessarily yep. Like, I think when it comes to dual spec, it would have an enormous impact on the game and the way it's played, and I'm not necessarily sure if it's a good idea or a bad idea, I'll be honest. I'm personally just undecided at enormous impact on the game, etc., but I think it's something that Blizzard should look at and then decide what they want to do with it.
Speak, friend. Strength.
I think tanks for pugs will probably be an issue regardless, so although people will probably end up preferring paladins for, well, pretty obvious reasons, maybe tanking, I think that it won't really be that hard to find a group as a warrior. Harder, sure, but it also depends on dungeons. In some dungeons it's worse than others. But yeah, there's always a tank shortage for 5 men, so don't be too concerned about it. Will they now? You know what, I think I need to get to fucking Shattrath. You know what, boys? Here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna go to Spinebreaker Post after I finish this quest, and then I'm gonna make my way on foot to Shattrath, because I want to see the badge vendor. But first I want to finish this particular quest, so I don't have to worry about it.
And you are.
Okay, let's sell that. I kind of feel it would be a betrayal of everything I stand for if I start selling my raid gear, but I think I might just do that soon.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Talk to me. Be seeing ya.
Alright, bombing run.
Loktar. Be safe.
Not heroics. I would not recommend tanking heroics as arms, honestly. Accelerate. See if you get XP from killing mobs. Yeah, let's see if I get experience from killing mobs here. I don't think Blizzard is that foolish, but we'll see. No, I don't get any experience. This isn't some trash private server at the end of the day. It will be finally good to put the TBC private server scene behind me. I'll be honest with you guys. as much content as I've gotten from that, I'm like, no, I'm done with that. I know some people who are like, oh, it's gonna be TBC Classic is gonna be trash because it's gonna be too easy. It's like, difficulty is not what raid difficulty is not what makes a game. Community does. Or so, like for me, there's a lot of things that make WoW a good game. Okay. Can you experience, oh. Well, I'm gonna check, let's see, boom. Probably gonna have to do a second run. Damn. That's kind of annoying, actually. Now, none of those things, actually. That's not the issue. Unreliable. That's the word I'd use. That's the main issue. It's not that people are too sweaty or anything like that. It's that a lot of people are very, very unreliable and makes for a horrible raiding experience because you can't rely on the people to actually show up. If people show up consistently to raids, you will clear raids if you have good raid setup and people aren't complete idiots. You will clear the raid. Rarely is that not going to be the case. Unless, even with overtuned bosses. I've seen it happen where people struggled, but like guilds usually fall apart because people stop playing in key positions.
May your blade.
Legit, only one mob. Yeah, KJ, welcome to the Abyssal Shelf. That's how that works. Especially because limited range on how far I can see the mobs, unfortunately. Boy. That is a rather unfortunate situation, isn't it? But a good thing is, unlike private servers, I can just click this button right here. So I can just quickly go kill the mob and get back. Don't have to. Or do I? Let's see. Will my Wind Rider do the entire rotation? I mean, it would be nice to be able to just go back, right? Guess it's gonna do the entire rotation, unfortunately. You know what? On private servers, you just have a shortage of stuff, but the economy isn't completely broken. It's just people aren't playing. I think the economy is much more broken on retail, to be quite honest with you.
what you want.
Stay away from them. Ho-ho. Go forth to victory.
What now?
So, 3 questions. And look, guys, if you want to draw my attention to something, please consider maybe super chat, because that's easier to actually notice. I'm not even joking on that. It actually can be difficult to see some of the posts. So if you really want something that you want me to respond to, there's a super chat button there. So, several questions. Do I think Dark Runes are going to stay similar from Classic to TBC? Yes, the supply is going to be very high. Not the supply, the demand is going to be very high. The supply will probably be higher, but people are going to be popping them like candy, so there will be very high demand. Is it going to be worth being main spec in PvP? Yes, it will be. Even without Storm Herald. Still going to be worth it. Very powerful. The stun is very powerful. Okay. Best zone. Honestly, that's a good question. Like, in terms of actual questing, it's kind of hard to say because I hate them all.
What now? Remember, patience.
What do you need?
Discipline.
Strength.
It's really hard for me to say. But I'd probably go Nagrand, honestly. Or Shadowman. But Shadowman is something that you do at 70, but I think Shadowman actually has the best quests. So. You say that as if killing stuff is something, like, the problem is, although Nagrand has certainly a lot of kill quests, that's not necessarily a very fast way of leveling in BC. In BC, the fastest, like, killing mobs, like, let's take this mob, right? I'm just gonna stop here and kill it. Killing mobs is not necessarily the way to level. It's a lot faster to just do quests. Now remember, a quest itself gives 10k. A mob, well, actually that might be worth it. Holy crap, that's, so you need to do 20 mobs to be worth a quest. Now killing 20 mobs may take you a while, depending on your class. Okay, yeah. I'll go Paladin once I get to actual. I'll go Paladin once I actually get to Shattrath. So yeah, I don't know, play Warrior, play Paladin, what should I play more? I think Paladin probably, yeah. Is there an official? Okay, so when it comes to, do I? That's a good question. Okay, so I think I want to get the camped in Terracar. Nope, there is no official release date. There are rumors, speculation. Summer. Summer is summer. Blade's Edge is not bad as a zone. In fact, it's quick. It's a very quick zone. And Days probably gonna die here. These mobs are insufferable. One of the things I haven't missed about Classic is the leash range on shit. Yep. Oh yeah. Well, I think Blade's Edge is just very efficient questing wise for the most part. There are some annoyances, I'm not going to deny that, but I think overall it's a very efficient zone to do. What am I going to name my paladin once TPC goes live? Guess. Make an educated guess. And I've already reserved the name in Classic on the server I'm on, so yeah. Varbane. Clearly. Yes, I will rename my paladin Varbane. Go to Shattrath, get Varbane to delete his main character and rename and use the name Varbane. Oh man. Tempting. Okay, so one of the things, if you're gonna come over here to, like, if your alliance, it's an issue you have to worry about as well. If you're Horde, you want to make sure you have Spinebreaker here in your Zefgor unlocked, and you want to come here and get the flight point if you're gonna be able to fly from Shat all the way to Fralmar. And then you set your Hearthstone to Shat, because then you can use the portals. Okay.
Greetings.
So yeah, like for instance, oh actually, my bad. There is a direct path to Fralmar, so you don't even need Zefgor, the Spinebreaker post. You can just get this one directly, but you do want this point. I'm pretty certain you want this stage, but we'll see with the flight path in chat. Small point, by the way. I'm playing this with ray tracing and I don't feel the difference. There are games that are out there where you enable ray tracing and you feel the difference. Hell, I actually feel the difference in Shadowlands itself, but I guess like here I don't know, like it doesn't feel it. I don't know what my FPS is though, like my MS is a 138 still. Confused. Alright, so I've been playing for about an hour and a half, and I've got 120,000 out of almost 500,000 experience done on my route, on my way to level 61. Now, there are a couple of things that I'm very curious about with the Paladin, though, but welcome to Shattrath. Go speak to a doll and then go listen to fucking Khadgar's quest. I am not gonna do that right now. Alright, so all I'm gonna go is get the Aldor point, get the flight path. And the main reason I'm actually here.
Each day is a blessing.
So yeah, you need the Stormbreaker or City of Light. Yeah, welcome to the City of Light, boys and girls. Now, what I'm interested in here is that guy. So let's see what we actually have here. Okay, Why would he put primal nethers from the very start? I guess it gives a reason to... That's not a good thing, but whatever. So you have primal nethers from the start, you'll have them. I don't think that's necessarily a good idea, but it probably just makes it less insufferable to actually get them. In a way, like it's a change that when I first see it, it makes me mad. It genuinely does make me mad to see it, but at the same time, I also want to say this: it's not necessarily a bad idea. It really isn't necessarily a bad idea to do, because it means that you have less insufferable groups to deal with when it comes to getting primal nethers, and people do need a lot of them. Okay. Follow me, stranger. This won't take long. Famous last words, I would add. Famous last words. This is easily one of the most tedious, annoying quests in the game. And it's the second most tedious and annoying quest in the game. Speaking about PDR gear. PDR consumables, PDR gear. Maybe I should just use flasks. Yeah. Well, you can make instant 58s right now, Chester. I actually have an instant 58 Paladin here, so... Check to see if the 22 slot bag is in the game. I'll check the vendor later. I am not stopping. Well, I think my chat bubbles aren't enabled. No, they are. Yeah, why isn't he speaking? Hold on. This is something I actually want to report. Fine. Cat, cars, servant, missing chat bubbles. Right. He's supposed to have chat bubbles. He's not whispering me, by the way. Actually, yeah, he's not even whispering me. What? He's not even... What? Like, do I... Hold on. Yeah, whispers do work. Just test it out. Whispers are now working. It's Khadgar. Hold on. Let me target him. Whispers and chat bubbles now working. There are no new players here, though. That's the thing. Pretty sure no one's in the beta that's a completely fresh player, so... And what, I don't get credit for doing the quest. Now that would be funny, wouldn't it? The one quest you actually have to do. Focus. Yeah, you have focus. You have focus frame available. Don't you have it in Classic? I don't remember, honestly. Even worse than the original quest, because at least in the original quest you can read the whispers he's telling you, and that there's a bit of interesting lore and all that and stuff in it, right? Game was just like, well, you were never whispered, so you don't get quest completion. Man, I would be furious if that's actually the quest. Beta aside, like that's just like, how can you not have that working? That would be so bad. How do daggers fall behind swords as PvE rogue? Because extra attacks are powerful and swords are better than daggers in the game. Actually, true story. The rogue I have in my guild right now, on the server I'm playing on, like where I've been playing on, right? He actually used the mace from Kael, and he was using that as his main hand for most of it until he got the warglaive. But I think it's because the extra attacks of sword spec. At least Fel Reaver sound is working. Yes, you can at least hear the sound of your imminent demise. Okay.
Good fortune.
So once this is done, I'm gonna check the vendor, because we don't have gear, but we have a vendor for consumables, and it's like, Blizzard, if you allow me to buy a flask for 5 gold, I'm gonna buy a flask for 5 gold and actually use it. What is this? Well, the reason is I don't fancy starting a new character right now in the beta, or I wasn't fancying... Like, I actually wanted it to be my character, not just an instant 58 that I got in the beta. That's the reason I started with it. But I'm gonna switch to Paladin after this. But there are things I am very interested in checking out on the Warrior as well. I am 60. But yeah, there are things I'm interested in checking out on the Warrior as well. But yeah, after this I'm just gonna switch to Paladin. And then I get to do all of those quests that I just did again. Wonderful. Anyway. Okay. So, are we done here, or am I gonna have to wait? Damn. Yeah, thanks, Jacob. Much appreciated. I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know. Obviously, there's... Okay, it got completed at the very least.
What can I do for you?
Alright. So on my warrior, I'm gonna align myself with Aldor.
Go with honor, friend.
There we go. He utterly despises me, probably. I have no clue. So if you're playing physical, you want to go Aldor, and the reason is there's a bunch of quest rewards that you get from the Aldor quest, and there's quite a few Aldor quests that are pretty good. Maybe not so important if you're starting with full Nax gear, but if you don't have full Nax gear, then yeah, go Aldor. There's also healing gear from them, and there's also some exclusive crafted rewards for it. Now I gotta say that that in all the years that I've played Burning Crusade, I have never once played Aldor. Yeah, casters, if you're playing caster, you go for the head trinket.
Be kind to those less
Either way,
fortunate.
so come here, let me just sell some of this stuff, or repair at least. Yes, there are, not at the start, there are some pieces of gear that you probably would replace, not in Hellfire, but in very likely the 68 to 70 zone, so the Moon and Netherstorm, yeah. Shadow Priest don't need the hit trinket, that's true. You don't. Although, here's the thing about that. There's still... That trinket is still gives you an effect. It still gives you spell power on you, so you might consider that. Don't worry, the Blood Elf Paladin is coming. Just sorting some stuff out. Right now. But what items you replace depends. Like, for instance, I have the Savage Gladiator chain. And I literally did the quest that gives you the intro chain. It's like, this one has 19 strength, 19 agility, 30 stamina. This one has 14 agility, 13 stamina, right? 26 attack power and 20 crit strike. Savage is just slightly better than that. It better be a lady paladin, of course. There are no male blood elves. Alright, so we get periodic consumables, so we need 65 to use some of this stuff. Demon Slaying. Fucking kidding. Demon Slaying for 28 silver. Holy crap, that's insane. Right, so you get all of these consumables. And it's just that, consumables. There is no piece of gear right here in it. Like, there's no pieces of gear. But this is pretty important. So, if anyone is on the beta, my advice to you guys would be to rush to Shattrath and buy a full bag of consumables, to be quite bloody frank about it. I know what, that's what I'm going to do. But anyway. So, welcome to the Blood Elf Paladin. I'm gonna go red. Unless you're doing dungeons, it's always better to go red. Gonna go crit, Crusade, Sanctity Aura, Vengeance, Repentance, Sanctified Seals, Fanaticism, of course, Crusader Strike. So there is something that I'm gonna test out right here. Something that is important. Should I get that? If I got all these points. And then gonna get Devotion Aura.
Strength and honor.
You better hide that helm. Honestly, I don't think I will. I've seen worse, believe me. So there are a couple of things that are significant from my perspective. So I'm just gonna use, since I don't have Seal of Blood until 64, I'm gonna do this. Let's see, combat. Outland survival gear, boys and girls.
Some strength.
Glory to the
Right.
Horde.
There we go. So what I'm really interested right here, right now, is the only thing that I'm really interested, honestly, is seeing how seal swapping works. Actually, I'll just turn in these quests, get the one that I need. I'll worry about other stuff later. I have 25 gold, a couple of pieces of gear. Okay. So I'm just gonna buy some water. Not too much. Let's not exaggerate this issue. So they start you out with some water, okay. No, because the charger is a 60 ability, right? So you don't have the epic mount. Okay, can you show me protection talents? Increases, yes. Or it's just on top, so you basically go from, you get 16% extra stamina. Hello, hello? So now, the thing that I'm really interested in is seal swapping. I'll use that boar. So I have... I'll use max rank seal of command, thank you very much. Please tell me that they... Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, much appreciated. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay, doing this without the swing timer is fucking impossible, I might add. Yeah, I can't do this without the swing timer, I'm afraid. Like, seal swapping without the swing timer is just not something that I can really test out, I feel. Might need to be something I check out. Change aura to what? Seriously. Crusader aura is 62. Can people stop acting like Nancy's? Yeah. Come on, proc. Alright. So seal swapping doesn't... I'll try finding out how seal swapping works. I need to check this something. Yep. So I think the way it's supposed to work is you start in, you do righteousness and then you swap to command. Hold on. Do I have exorcism? Yes, I do. I'm just gonna... I haven't put my skills on my bars yet. Yeah, I think Esfand has an absolute point there, Nathan. I think without the swing timer, because like it seems to me like you need to swap right before your swing lands, so you need to do a proper timing, and doing that without the swing timer is just not gonna happen. Yeah, so I think like I'm gonna keep trying it a bit more, but I really don't think it's possible. I am not the person to ask about that, honestly. There are guides, there are companies that do that, though. That's the best advice I can give you. Use those companies. Alright, probably gonna die here, but that's fine. Serious gamers cast, yeah. I am dead. Nope, I'm actually not. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, I think I have to agree with Esfand. So the problem is, so the problem with it is as follows. In order to seal swap effectively and not waste a lot of your mana, you need to do it before... like it seems this is how it's going to work in Classic. You're going to start in Seal of Righteousness or Blood. And then you're going to swap to Blood. Or maybe other way. I don't know. Like it's hard to say right now because it's obviously not working. Yeah, 23 HP, not even close. Yeah, clearly. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Man, it seems I'm not capable of getting it done. I'm not judging seals because I literally just started this character and I don't have the UI set up. That's gonna take me a bit. So yeah, I mean, if S-Fan can figure out a way to make it work, I'm really all ears, guys. Like if anyone has an idea as to how this can be made to work, I'm all ears and interested in that. Damn it all, they keep spawning, holy shit. Okay, good. An issue that I have is that I actually need to head over to a city to get some stuff done. Yeah, obviously I need to judge my blessings, thank you. I haven't played Paladin in the past. Let me see about this kind of stuff. Well, at least my keybinds are the same, so I don't have to worry about that crap. Okay, let's see. Oh man, raiding as a paladin on a beta without no pally power. Whew. Oh man, that's just kind of painful, isn't it? That's not even painful. That's just plain old torture, isn't it? So I feel about that one. Well, you get first aid. Okay. Repentance, out 1. Greater blessing of might. Greater blessing of wisdom. I don't think I have salvation right now. Do I? No. No salvation. Okay, because I'm not 60.
Loktar. For the Horde. Be safe. Strength.
Well, they better, because there's a lot of stuff that actually needs proper testing.
Loktar.
What I need is someone to... What I need, in a genuine way, is to have someone with me... Alright. I need to test out if blessings do aggro. I don't have anyone here though to help me with that. That's stupid, no. 900 DPS for red? No, that's not gonna happen.
Blood and thunder. Sung.
But I need to test something out. I don't have kings, but I should probably... The problem is I don't have greater blessings because I don't have symbols. And it's also impossible to test anything without... It's also kind of hard to test out if it works or not without... Like, I need to get kings, I need to get a lot of stuff in order to properly test out if it actually works or not. That's significant. Yeah, so it might be that I need to generate some kind of aggro on my own, right? I don't know. It's harsh. It's hard to say. All right, so I'm gonna take a short break right now, 10 minutes or so. I mean, I wasn't actually planning on playing right now tonight, but I got in, so that's just how it plays out.
split that week as well. And breaks, right? And then they're like, did the change or said, yeah, I will just leave it like that. So I was kind of eh. Why is always this shithole?
We pull everything. I'll just go Starfall Tuk Tuk.
Yesterday when we did this, our healer was shot.
Alright, so let's see. I'm still a bit on break, just waiting a bit on some stuff. Once that's done, I'm actually going to start properly leveling as a paladin and do some stuff. Like, so CL twisting right now is out of the question because, like, that might just be a thing they don't have right now in the beta. Or it could be an issue that's really hard to do because of not having a swing timer, and blessings don't seem to give threat. Though that might also be because I don't have greater blessings. I wasn't using greater blessing there. I was using regular blessing. So I'll actually try this. Do I actually have symbols of kings? Yes, I have 5. Okay, 5 symbols of kings. That's your survival pack, Blizzard. And I can tell you for a fact, most people are not going to know the vendor for reagents is in this building. Up here.
Your gold is welcome here.
Oh, I think it was down, wasn't it downstairs actually? So you have the enchanting trainer there. I think it's the alchemy guy that gives you.
I have one-of-a-kind items.
Yeah, not her.
Time is of the essence.
Yeah, so the alchemy guy sells you symbols of kings. Good. So what I'm gonna do is blessing of might. Let's put that down there. Man, I really wish at this particular stage that I actually knew someone in the beta. Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
How's it going?
Not bad, how are you?
In the beta. So,
Oh, you made it.
yeah, I did.
Did you get any extra keys?
Nope, unfortunately I don't.
Did you have to delete your private server YouTube stuff?
No. But
No?
I think that was more of an endless thing than anything else, really. Blizzard didn't want people to advertise endless.
Okay.
Why did they do that to the PvPers?
No, there was a new endless server that came out.
Yeah. I know about that.
Yeah, so I think
And they made people delete videos from that, or what?
streams, I believe.
I heard there's like some content creator Discord and the community manager in there told them they should delete all their stuff on YouTube and Twitch.
Could be, I don't know for certain anyway.
I only heard about it, so I don't
Yeah.
know if it's true.
So are you streaming? Or what?
Yeah, I'm streaming right now.
How is it going?
How many people are online?
200 or so.
Oh, that's like way more than yesterday.
No, sorry. You're asking online. I thought you meant like how many people are watching me.
No.
I don't know how many people are online, honestly. But all I can say is that it's actually pretty crowded right now in Hellfire.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it
So-
was completely empty when I watched some streams yesterday.
Yeah.
Trilliara is leveling a warrior on the number 1 populated one.
The Gehennas?
Yes, and it's like you just stand at home with flat path and you see trains of people living all the time.
Yeah, but that's not the beta that Costin's playing.
Yeah.
No, that's non-beta. Yeah, but they are preparing. Everyone is playing and preparing for TVC.
Oh.
Leveling shit.
Yeah. I mean, everyone is doing that right now. I mean, even I should be doing it. The beta's really gonna sink into those efforts.
And the prices are insane.
Yeah, the prices are absolutely ridiculous right now in Classic.
Don't know, either everyone already has their tailoring stuff, or the boosting just puts out too much cloth into economy, because cloth is not worth much on my server that I'm playing on.
It depends on the stuff you get, like low level, like copper ore. It goes for 15 silver per stack or something.
Yeah, I think Aura is different because everyone is mage boosting and they get the fucking cloth from that.
Yeah.
Like copper ore?
Copper ore is like 15 silver per stack only. But some other stuff that you need for high level leveling, like enchanting stuff, it's like ultra expensive. The things you need to level up your pressures to max.
Where's the Starfall? The Warlock is seeding, he knows what's up.
I don't have stuff already, but the boss doesn't require AoE, so it's whatever.
I don't know. For padding, man, come on.
I'm not padding, I'm playing in 12, I'm getting shit on if I'm pad.
Oh,
I'm actually getting kicked out of the game.
Damn. HG wouldn't have joined that guild, I guess.
He's a pad master.
Alright, so I need to kill some
Almost all of them
Infernals.
spawned.
Yeah, the economy is insane on classic servers. Like, Gehennas is broken, Shazra is not that much better, apparently.
But that's like the high pop ones, right?
The Shazra isn't actually that high pop. Gehennas is Gehennas is a special snowflake server though.
Is there no 8 spell power, 8 crit rating gem, or am I mistaken? There was, right?
There is. It's called Potent.
Potent, okay. Thank
Do you guys think there will be any fresh service with the pre-patch?
They said no, right?
Well, they didn't
Well-
say explicitly no to any fresh TBC service.
When you
I
say
guess.
fresh, what, like, just completely new?
New
server?
servers.
Yeah. So start from 0.
Well, like, would you, like, if you're talking about servers that no one would be able to transfer to, like, are you talking about the server like that, where it would just be completely new characters?
Just new service, basically. New server shots.
There
open.
might have more servers at launch of TPC, considering that the population is probably going to get out of control very quickly. They might... I would have hoped that they would split some of the servers that exist on LC. But they're probably not going to do that.
Like the high pop ones.
Okay.
Well, they said they
Hannah's-
do layering again, right?
They have to.
Layering is not the solution, though. That's the problem. Like people think, oh, layering is gonna solve everything. No, high pop realms are still gonna suck regardless. If anything, layering just creates an even worse issue, because it means like people think, oh, we'll just go to these high pop servers anyway because people are because we'll have layering. But again, that's not a fix. So I think they should just. Honestly, I would have just said force people to transfer to completely new servers. Like, the beta has a copy ability right now. Right, you copy your character. Like, I don't know why we couldn't have that for actual TPC Classic. Just allow people to copy their characters over. On new servers.
Classic TBC is nice and all that. I guess people will love it because they haven't played practice.
It depends what you like, right? If you like efficient raiding, killing shit fast, then probably a thing for you. But if you like harder tuned stuff, then maybe not for PvE. But for PvP, it's definitely going to be sweet.
Yeah, just more player base is better in
Yeah.
PvP.
But isn't it gonna be like Rogue Priest and like the same teams? You know? They want to
Nah.
show private servers.
In twos.
Okay. Alright, so... Let's see. What time is it anyway? It's probably getting a bit late, isn't it? Should still be fine, but yeah. So what I'm going to do is, what I'm actually going to test out, and this is actually quite significant for me personally, so I'm going to get the Rage Reaver.
For the Horde.
What I want to see is my weapon skill. So I have maxed out. Good. So I have maxed out that. Right. I'm gonna take this weapon and just this weapon, and I'm gonna head over to Western Plaguelands. Now I am of the view that the best path will be to actually just travel, as precarious as this might be. The best path will be to travel to Shattrath and just get the Scryer, because you are friendly as a blood elf with the Scryers. So in my case, I'm just gonna head over to Falcon Watch, get the flight point there, and then head over to Stonebreaker Hold, and then head over to Shattrath. Use the portal there to Undercity. Need to learn some skills there at the same time, because I don't have max rank. Well, I don't have the Seal of Command ranks, right? So that's kind of a bit of an issue. You know, Blizzard, starting people out at the foot of the Dark Portal with no talents and with lower ranks of abilities that they can learn from talents may be something that you might want to look into. Hold on. Where would I put that? It's not really a bug, is it? It's an issue, but it's not a bug.
It's traded to me.
That's tradable?
No. I still haven't done the fucking quest chain to unlock the stuff on this character.
Yikes.
I mean, I don't need it.
I haven't unlocked that reputation faction with the Death Knights, how it's called. I haven't even done it.
Actually, I had no issues connecting to it at all. The only issue I have is that my game filter is not working. So NVIDIA game filter is not recognizing it for some reason, so I had to use a reshade. Yeah, playing the game with reshade because I hate how the game looks by default. Though it is nicer looking, gotta say. I think that's a consequence of the Shadowlands client, like this being a version of the Shadowlands client, more or less. Level 60 max geared mage. Apes did Steam Vaults at 64 today. And how much experience did they earn? And how long did it take to do that? Wait, they did Steam Vaults at 64. Are you even allowed to enter Steam Vaults at 64? That doesn't... What? Like, I'm pretty certain you shouldn't be allowed to enter the Steam Vaults at 64. That's one of the things I'm pretty damn sure about, at the very least. So much to this, so little time. Yeah, then that's just odd that they can enter it. There should be a level requirement, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But like seriously, you have full access to very, very cheap consumables here in the beta. So it's like you can just spam flasks, pots, and whatever.
What's beyond your mind?
Anyway. Is this the end of my raiding on certain servers? No, not yet, but I'm only doing 2 days a week anyway right now on the one server I'm playing on. This might be the end of my playing Shadowlands though. I gotta say, at least for the next few days. Though I am probably still gay. Yes, this is the TBC beta. Welcome, Nightfan. And I gotta say, what the fuck am I doing wearing this? Let's be a proper paladin and get the thing that I should be using. The warhorse. Actually, no, the warhorse sucks animation-wise. As much as it pains me to admit that the Hawkstrider actually looks better when you're riding it at 60%. Well, it's more like 75%, but whatever. Paladin privileges, clearly. Well, boys and girls, if you have anything that you want me to test, just let me know. I am open to requests. Yeah, I'm running into walls. I was just typing something on the Paladin, TBC Paladin Discord. Really, 55 minimum to enter Steam Vaults. That doesn't make much sense, honestly. And it shouldn't. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's like a level 60 dungeon requirement. It should be 65, honestly. Like, I'm not surprised they managed it, though, to be clear. No, blessings don't generate aggro so far from what I've seen. Okay, it took them 5 hours, so not worth it. Have they lowered the dungeon XP or... I haven't tested dungeons yet. Are the new starting zones available for testing? Good question there, dummy. I will check that out. Let's see if the Blood Elf zone is available. Actually, tell you what, I'll actually go to Silvermoon on this character. I think only Greater Blessing of Kings generates threat. Yeah, I'll check it out though. Alright, shouldn't... yeah, I don't have to worry about that right now. Can you only get G-Bach at 60? Maybe, I think? I don't know. But I would obviously have to respect to get Greater Blessing King. I wonder if turning ZG Bijous would be the best way. Sure, if you have tens of thousands of gold.
Everything has a price. We will have justice.
Alright, so I'm just gonna log out on my on this character, go on my warrior, send the gold over to my paladin from the mailbox. Like, send pretty much 700 gold on my paladin, and then I'll use that as a starting point. What I want to do is buy flasks. Like, yeah. Do you need? I guess I need to have 60. I need to have 60 to taste Greater Blessings, right? Oh, there is time. Great. So, I suppose I can either wait, sell some of the gear that I have. Great idea. Well, I only need one flask. It's probably not gonna take... Like, the gear I have is also meaningless because it's just 1 copper each. So not really many good choices, really. Alright, so we get dummies. Alright, let's test this out. Why not? Hold on a second. Obviously, this is not really workable on a target dummy that's level 70 when I'm 58.
the winds guide you.
Alright, so. Well, Silver Moon is available at the very least.
We will persevere. Victory lies ahead. State your business. The reckoning is at hand. Farewell.
Baladash Malanore.
Enemies will fall.
Actually, what I'm gonna do is check the flight path, see what there is available with that. First and foremost. Also, actually get the quest for the bulwark.
What is it? Farewell. What do you require? Watch your back.
Alright, so you have all the quests available. Apparently, if you start at 58. So I am curious to see how much the cauldrons will be worth. Like, oh, hold on, wrong click. Oh. Alright, so I'm just gonna head over to the bulwark and, well, I think that will be pretty much it. I wanted to test a couple of things out. Some things didn't pan out, some things I can't be conclusive about, like seal twisting. Greater blessings, I might just need kings. Or 60, anyway, to be able to properly test those things out. Yeah, this is a boosted character. I have a level 58 boosted Blood Elf. You get all the flight paths for all the old world, and you can also do the quests in all the world. So like you can, like one of the things that what I was interested in doing over here is seeing if I can do the Plaguelands quests, because the cauldrons can give you a lot of experience very, very quickly, right? So you can easily earn maybe a level or half a level for doing that, then doing some of the Tyrian Forgery quest lines. So what I've done is I've literally done only one quest to get the Rage Reaver as a Blood Elf Paladin. And I've done it obviously because the weapon's really good, very useful. And then I'm moving over to the Bulwark to see if the quests are available, but I think that they are, so that shouldn't be a problem. So that might be... I don't know. I don't know if it's active with the pre-patch or anything like that. I don't know how that's gonna play out.
Anaria Shola. We will have justice. What is it? Speak quickly. Lotar. Strength.
Nope, we don't have a release date yet for TBC Classic. So anyway, boys and girls, thank you all for watching. Very much appreciate to have you all here. Again, special thanks to Josh, and to everyone else really that helped make this possible. So I'll be seeing you. I'll be playing this tomorrow and for over the next couple of days.